Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here, and today we are doing a dedicated fragrance review to one of my, this is definitely one of my absolute favorite fragrance houses. This is a fragrance from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Paris, and we are talking about the A La Rose fragrance today. Very excited. This is a scent I've owned for more than a year, so obviously I have had some time with this scent and I'm ready to discuss it with you all, because right now it is, at the time I'm filming this video, it is springtime. It is May, and May is wedding season, rose season, and yeah, this is a rose fragrance. Honey, it is a rose fragrance. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do that, elves, you know what we must do first. Lipstick of the day, everyone. We're keeping it chill, we're lounging, getting comfortable, lounging. And lipstick of the day is a mauvey pink color. This is Mehr lipstick. I have it in the description box below. But yeah, real simple, real chill, you know, laid back. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. This matches the vibe. This is from Clean Reserve, and this is Skin. This is the infamous Skin, and this is the new packaging version that came out. That's like all about saving the earth, so I was happy to get this one. Still original scent, but yes, Clean Reserve Skin is our scent of the day. It is literally your skin, but better. So now let's get into this dedicated review for Maison Francis Kurkdjian's A La Rose. So I have some information about the fragrance, because that's how we do with the dedicated fragrance review. We get all the way into the weeds, and then we also will rate it according to my rating system, which I will also break down momentarily. So first things first, you all, this fragrance was released in 2014, so 2014. So this scent has been out for a good minute at this point. It's not brand new, and it is an eau de parfum concentration. And this is important, this note right here, this is why I like doing these dedicated reviews, because it forces me to do research, and it really helps you understand a fragrance and what it's meant to do. What's cool about this fragrance, this A La Rose, is that it originally was exclusive to the Japanese market. And that's important because culturally, fragrances do different things when you start getting into different markets, different cultures. Like me personally, I'm in the American market. That's a totally different situation from, say, a Middle Eastern market, a European market, what have you. This fragrance was originally exclusive to the Japanese market. And what's important to note concerning that is, in the Japanese market, and I did some research on this just to be more culturally literate, is that subtle fragrances are the wave over there. They do not do loud fragrances. It's seen as offensive. So I know in America we tend to want things to be beast mode, powerhouse, smell it for days and weeks. That's not the thing over there, I found out from my research. So yes, they like their things subtle, barely detectable, very fresh. So that is important to note, considering this fragrance was originally released for the Japanese market, but now obviously it's available everywhere because I'm in the US and I have it. It does come in 4 different sizes now, which is fun. It comes in the 3 by 0.37 fluid ounce size, which is like the little travel size vials, and that price point is $170. Then it comes in the new smaller slim sizes, which are the 1.2 fluid ounce size, and that's also $170. Then it comes in the standard size, the 2.4 fluid ounce size, which is the one we see everywhere. It's also the one that I own. Yes, check the bottle. And this one retails for $275. This is the standard bottle again. And then there's the Big Daddy, and that is the 6.8 fluid ounce size, and that one retails for $515. Honey, yes, dollars. I had to channel Auntie Jackie on that one. Another thing to note as well about it is that it does have a hair mist, which retails for $65. So yay, we got something under $100 here. And then there's a body oil, which is also $75. So if you want the scent, but you don't necessarily want to pay that high niche price tag, there's an option here with the body oil and the hair mist. So there's really something here for everybody. I like that. So now let's get into what you all care about as well, which are the notes. The notes are musk, sweet pea, centerfolia rose, damascena rose, and violet. And okay, that's it. So this is going to be a very fresh and obviously rose forward fragrance. That's what we're doing here today. Let me tell you how this lovely fragrance right here ended up in my collection. I purchased it for my birthday in 2021. I am a March baby, and this was a scent I decided to get. But even before that, I had been experiencing the scent for even a year prior to that. I originally started out with a sample like this. By the way, this is what the official MFK fragrance samples look like when you get them from boutiques or when you make a purchase. Whereas like this one came recently in another MFK purchase I made, which was the Feminine Plurial scent, which that's a video for another day. So I started with the sample like this, and I'm gonna take it out for you all to see. I started with the sample like this here from MFK, and I played with this thing, I know, for months, and I kept smelling it. This was fresh, so it got me all the way through 2020. So therefore I knew once 2021 hit, I had to have it. So I ended up making it my scent of choice to pick up for my birthday, and the rest is history. Here we are. Before we get into the rating system, I'm going to actually spray the fragrance on my strip here so it can be drying down while I give you all the fragrance breakdown rating system. So fresh. So when it comes to doing dedicated fragrance reviews, I do have my own rating system of which I rate fragrances by. For those that have seen other videos, you know this system well, and for the new people, the new L's, now you're gonna learn what it is. The rating system is 4 different categories. The first category is mood, and that is where I discuss how does this fragrance make me feel and where am I wearing this fragrance. Second is strength, and that is simply on a scale of 1 to 10 of how strong this fragrance is. After that, we have longevity, and that is how many hours long did this scent last on me and could I smell it. This also goes for on my clothes. We talk about length of time here. And then finally, the last one, which matters to a lot of people, and that is, did I receive compliments on it? Is this a compliment getting fragrance? So those are the categories that we rate the fragrance by. So now let's get into it. So now let's talk about this fragrance. When you smell it, you get both of the roses that are in here. Again, the Centrifolia as well as the Damascena rose. You get both of that straight up. You get some of that greenery notes in here as well. The musk comes in at the base to me, so that's my interpretation of the fragrance, and that's what I keep getting each time I wear it. So now let's talk about the mood. How does this fragrance make me feel? You all, this is the epitome of spring to me, this fragrance. MFK A La Rose it just smells like spring. It smells like flowers. It just smells like peak femininity. It just feels like girly. I just feel like I'm in a sundress and I'm rolling around and bouncing around. I'm happy. This is definitely a daytime flirty spring scent. Fun fact about this scent, I chose it to wear when I first met the head elf's mother, which is my boyfriend. So yes, this is appropriate for meeting women that are more mature than you. I will say that as well. So yeah, and she loves me now, so obviously, hey, it was a good choice. I'm not gonna put it all on a fragrance, but here we are. So yes, this is a scent I would wear in the springtime, in the daytime, and when I'm wearing like a sundress, fresh and flirty. Strength on a scale of 1 to 10. So here's why I say it goes back to understanding who this fragrance was originally made for, and that is the Japanese market. The strength of this fragrance, you all, it is not very strong. It's not. The strongest it is when you first spray it, and even at its strongest, this is about a 5. Straight up, it's a 5. So just know this is not going to be a very loud scent. It's a soft scent. You are literally a delicate flower rose. That's what you are when you wear this. So know that now. Longevity, hours lasted. So this is one where this can make or break for a lot of people, because again, this is a very light scent. This one, to me, I can smell it for about 3 hours. Then after that, I cannot smell this scent. And I've worn it multiple times at this point. So yes, max I get it is 3 hours, and that's even with me like really like bathing in it. It's not gonna last more than 3 hours. You're gonna have to retouch this fragrance. It is what it is. Just straight up, you're not going to be, this isn't no loud rose. This is no deep dark sexy rose. It is not that. This is a fresh rose. Again, it was made for the Japanese market. I'm telling you, this is for people that do not want a loud scent, but you want to smell good. You still want to smell fresh and floral. but you don't necessarily want to disturb the peace per se, this is the scent for you. Now let's talk about compliment getter, and yes or no. And believe it or not, this actually does get compliments to be a light scent. So even though it's not the strongest scent I own, nowhere near it is. No, it's definitely not one of the strongest MFKs by a long shot. This is definitely on the lighter end for the MFK brand. This fragrance still gets compliments. I receive them from men, I receive them from women. They're like, oh, you just smell so nice. You smell so pleasant. That's normally the one I get. You smell so pleasant. So yes, this is a pleasant smelling fragrance. A La Rose is, which is interesting. And by the way, this is an eau de parfum concentration. I'm not sure if I said that, but yes, this is an eau de parfum. So that's another reason why I'm emphasizing this is not a strong scent, because people have higher expectations of eau de parfums, and this ain't that. This is not that. This is delicate, this is soft, this is fluttery. That's what it is. This MFK A La Rose. So all right, that wraps up my dedicated review on this fragrance. Even though, like I say, it's not the lightest scent, but now that I researched and I understand what it was really meant to convey and what it was really meant to do, I get it now. And I wanted to also share that with others, so maybe they can also get this scent. Because this is a fragrance I've been getting a lot of DMs about on my Instagram page. People are like, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? Because obviously everybody knows Baccarat Rouge at this point when it comes to the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And yeah, they have way more other fragrances, and this is another one of the fragrances that they do have, but it's not talked about that often. But it is very beautiful, it's very gentle, and I will say you're not gonna smell it everywhere. You're not. So that's another reason why I like A La Rose. I don't see this one talked about a lot at all. So that is my dedicated review on the scent. I do enjoy it, and yeah, do you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below. Have you been intrigued by A La Rose? Do you own it? Have you been sampling it? What's the verdict? Talk to me in the comments below. But alas, that wraps up this here video, and yeah, I'm gonna keep wearing it because it's the season for it right now. If you're digging me, subscribe to the channel. If you're digging the content, like the video, and yeah, if you didn't like neither one, that's okay. I still appreciate you taking time out to watch this video. Until next time, I will catch y'all later. Bye y'all.